This is a quick disclaimer before the podcast shall begin. Welcome to the Man Lads podcast. This is the first airing of our podcast. Welcome. I hope you enjoy our stay and know most of what we say in these podcasts are jokes. And if you enjoy, hello. If you enjoy the podcast, stick around. Welcome, everyone, to the Man Lads podcast. This is the first episode you will be seeing. And with me, your host, Cryptic, this is my co-host, P-Man, or Preacher Man.
What's up?
And if you
No
want to
one
find
on the
out...
Discord server, of course.
Yep. And on the Discord server, in the link of this video, there is going to be the Discord server's URL. You just type that in, and bam, you'll be able to join. You'll get updates to videos, songs, or podcasts that will be coming up. Like, soon I am planning to release a song that I've been working on for a month and a half now. And yeah, without further ado, let's get right on into this, shall we? So, since this is gonna basically be the first podcast of ours that airs, we're gonna just start off with some simple basics, like introducing ourselves and explaining why we kind of band together to make this group podcast and what it is we're gonna do with this podcast. So, P-Man, I'll let you introduce yourself first to the people.
Well, I'm P-Man. I've made videos before. I've stopped doing it. I was gonna upload a here recent video, but Filmora was being a retard, and I had to buy something. Uncompliant. Because I had to buy these things so I can actually upload it and make an actually good video. And to be honest, it was a great video because I included one Bible verse and one daily motivation quote. It was genuinely actually pretty good.
Damn, I'm sorry to hear about that.
Don't
else
be.
you'd like
I'm
to
alright. I'm from the South. I'm a redneck, and I'm a Christian. There we go.
Alright, so I guess I'll introduce myself to the audience. My name is Cryptic. I am a protogen. Yes, that means I'm a furry. So, I'll more reveal my character when I have it finished made, but this is my podcast, and we're going to be collabing with the Tac Table podcast, and that will be our next podcast video, or whatever you want to call it. And to give a description of myself, I'm kind of... How would you describe me? I'm kind of basic, but not really.
Well, yes and no.
I'm very caring.
Yeah.
And willing to sacrifice it all for others. And I also do YouTube part-time while working IRL at food restaurants and other associates. And I started YouTube around 2016 when I first decided that, I actually kind of like the idea of conference. My influence was Markiplier, because he made me see that.
Hello, everybody. My name's Markiplier.
Hello, everyone. My name is Markiplier, and welcome back to Five Nights at Freddy's. It's usually not hard on the first night, so... So, basically, my influence came from Markiplier because he showed that you can put passion into this and enjoy it, and you don't gotta care what others say. You can just do it for yourself. You can enjoy it, make memories. Because after all, we all have to leave a stone to be remembered in the past, in the future. I mean, and this is
we have
how
one life and so little time. One life, so little time.
And and this first episode will go on my YouTube channel, Cryptic YT, but also on the Mad Lads podcast channel that I'm gonna be starting soon because I gotta make another account for that. And we're gonna be releasing podcast almost every other week or whenever we're all in a good situation, I guess. And when there's not a lot going on, and yeah. And well, every week we'll introduce somebody new. Like with the Tech Table crossover, we're gonna be inviting my friend Swan, also P-Man's friend Swan, and we're gonna be doing some voice acting because I can do the voice for Mozzie, and he can do Swagger Souls, your narrator, and I forgot the other person. Who is the other person? Shoot. I'll remember it eventually. But every other day or every other podcast, we're gonna introduce somebody new until we have basically made the crew, as I'm gonna call it. And we're gonna be doing different podcasts. Like for this instance, our podcast is gonna be on VR chat, and so we're going to either be doing it on here, on Discord, on PlayStation, wherever we feel comfortable doing it, and whichever time we have and what else we need to do with that. But with that said, I guess we can basically just give off a welcome to the family vibe that everyone's questions are allowed here. If you could, in the comments, put a question that you want us to answer on the podcast, I will be checking every day, nearly every 2 hours, and we will try and answer those questions every podcast. And if we don't, you just gotta put in the next video's description or comments, bloody hell, and you will be mentioned in the next one if I see your comments repeated. So don't worry, we'll always mention every single one of you because no one goes left out on the Mad Lads podcast and in the Cryptic channel or Cryptic family. And so with that, I guess we can also basically I'll run a little kind of video clip of just everyone introducing who they are, and then that might be the podcast for the day because this is our first one, so we gotta do like an introduction. But on our next podcast, we're gonna be asking questions that I Google because I don't know if we're gonna get comments immediately. But without that said, is there anything else you want to say to the viewers, P-Man?
Like and subscribe to this man.
There will be a picture on this recording displayed right here, you fabulous people. My YouTube channel and probably in the future my other friends who do help in it. And I want to give a shout out to Tech Table for being a part of our next video. And I know that I'm not going to get sponsors, but I'd like to do one shout out every podcast, I guess. Today's shout out will be to my main man who's gotten me here. Well, not gotten me here, but gave me the strength, the courage to start making music. And also just helped inspire me. His YouTube, his SoundCloud, his Spotify, everything will be in the description. His name is Crypt, and he has basically inspired me to do this. And so with that said, I guess that will be the conclusion of our very first podcast. And when you see us next time, we're going to have some more friends here. So, with all that said, toodaloos, people, and have yourself a blessed day. God, with the shout out, P-Man.
Shout out to Jesus Christ.